What about now? What
brought
about
it.
now?
Do you know the difference between a piano and a tuna?
I don't.
You can tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish.
His finger on the button.
I cannot believe I timed that so right.
It's perfect.
I just looked down on the screen and I was like, I don't have time to search for it, but it was like my eye just went right to it. It worked out. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the table to another episode of Ghosts of Saltmarsh. Arr. How we all doing?
Great.
Very
R,
good.
Captain, R, Crabs, R.
Are you just interposing R's between everything?
Yeah, like Patrick and
That's
SpongeBob.
what pirates do.
That's right. I think R, he's trying R.
I hope everybody's having a wonderful evening. Just as a preface to tonight's episode, it is storming its ass off here in Memphis right now. So there is a chance that we may lose internet and or lose power. If that's the case, if we lose internet, we'll still have the recording that we'll put up after the fact. If we lose power, we'll probably just have to pick up at a later time. But with that being said, a couple things to go through before we get started this evening. Covington Comic-Con was great. Had a good time.
Sold a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Went with like 3 totes worth of prints and came home with like barely one. Like it went
Really?
really well. Sold a
So
lot
that
of
was
stuff.
better than last time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I took a lot more stuff this time too. But yeah, sold a lot of stuff. It went really well.
Yeah.
Well, you had all your market research from the first time.
Yeah, I
You
did.
knew what
I
sold
did.
and what didn't. Like you were prepared.
Applied, all the notes and the data from last year to scale, and it went really well.
And you sold a 3D whole ass printer.
I did. It was my OG printer that I learned on that I kind of started with, and now it's somebody else's second printer that they can learn on, and
The legacy
hopefully-
continues.
And now I have space on my workbench for another printer, but don't tell the missus. She's probably not watching tonight. So.
Don't watch. Jesse, if you're watching, look away. Avert your ears.
We'll see.
No, we had a good time. Jamie went with us and Kim went with us this time, and we got to see all the sights and we bought some stuff. I got some new dice. I got these awesome cat's eye amethyst dice that are super fancy and like somewhat translucent. They are pretty neat looking. Kira got some new dice too.
I got some dice.
Because the one she had betrayed her.
And I got something from Google.
What'd you get?
I bought a dragon bookend. It's beautiful.
One of the ones where it's like kind of.
Yeah, and I put
Creeping
it
out.
next to my Fourth Wing book. So dragon.
It's apropos.
Very nice. Yeah, Facebook loves it. So.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, heck yeah.
I got some dice too. Mine has
What'd you get?
eyeball in it that looks up.
Ooh,
all the
very
time.
warlocky.
Yes.
That's perfect. What'd you get, James?
I got a new house.
Hey, that's the best one though.
Show off.
I didn't know they were selling those at Comic-Con. Congratulations, sir.
I spent a little bit more than everyone else.
You just stretching it out over the next 30
Yeah.
years.
I definitely felt like an old man on this past Monday. I was sitting at work just like hunched over and everything hurt. It's like this is it. This is the magic.
I mean, it's the biggest single purchase you'll ever make. You know, it's nerve wracking. I remember being super nervous when we got ours, but glad we did. So, welcome to the homeowner club.
Hey.
We did it.
Welcome.
We're millennials and we bought homes. We did it. We beat it. We beat the system somehow.
That's our in-game group. We're the HOA.
Ooh. I could not do an HOA. Oh my god.
We're all gonna buy a series of properties in Saltmarsh and just police the shit out of it.
Halfway there.
What would an HOA of Saltmarsh even like? What would they do? Like, what would that?
You don't have nearly enough old nets draped across your fences.
Yeah, your net to wood ratio's off.
You need more Billy Big Mouth Bass on the walls.
This wood is not nearly rotted enough.
I feel like Whiskey
It needs more
Will.
water.
Whiskey Will's like the handyman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the
Yeah,
HOA.
yeah.
You never know if he'll show up or not.
Right.
Scratching his initials into your fence.
Approved.
Which actually gets you more in the good graces of the HOA if you have more carvings in your fence.
Right.
It's good for the resale value.
That's right. That's right. It
wait.
has character.
Now I know what we're doing this session.
Yeah. Strap in, everybody. We're going house shopping.
We're gonna start working on the accords for the HOA.
Yeah. Now, before we can get into what's happening tonight, let's talk about what happened last time. So, who wants to give the recap for tonight's session?
I'll do it. I feel like I haven't done one in a minute, so
Okay.
I will do it.
Hit us with
Last
that
time.
sweet.
On Dragon Ball Z, we started off with the fizzity fight, and we split screen fought in two spots. This guy and me were fighting, and then that person and this person were fighting somewhere else. That is Colt, I'm Red, that's Kugon, and this is Aelin. So we were like
Thank you.
split on the table, half and half. We won, they won. It was great. We had a buddy, Eric, was with us. Y'all had your wits, and it was great.
Sarah, we had Sarif, but he
Oh yeah, that's right.
do
We each had a
much.
buddy. Yeah.
he's
He was a little shorthanded.
he's differently
No
able.
pun intended. He only had one arm up on the competition.
He's very handy.
So we fought in like one area. Y'all fought like halfway across the whole place. You fought here, and then you went here, and you went here, and you ended up in the throne room. It's very, magical, plot-wise. Like, oh shit, we're in the throne room. We're gonna fight. We're gonna kick some ass. And everything was great. It's fine. Y'all saved the queen. Y'all did great. We killed one bad guy, and we really saved the day. And nothing else.
How'd you save that day?
What do we do? The guy that choked you, you killed him? I killed him.
The guy that choked me. I think,
Yeah, because I electrocuted him and then it hurt you too.
I think you ended up killing him. I mean, we all hurt him. We hurt him pretty good.
We did hurt
You
him.
hit him with like 3 scorching
Oh
blasts.
yeah,
he
he was well done.
Yeah.
And then after that fight, we saved a bunch of people from that burning room.
Yeah.
I was shooting frost beams here and there, trying to douse it. Colt, the hero that he is of Saltmarsh, was just going in and pulling people out of graves, just left and right. He was doing great work.
Fireman.
And waking people up and telling them to get to work.
That's right. It's true. And then we started the Lizard Folk Fire Brigade,
Yeah.
which is our new name,
Yeah.
maybe, sort of. The LFFB.
Or you could be the Saltmarsh Fire Brigade. The SFB.
The SFB, that doesn't
You got that one of them like 3-letter.
SFB. We put it on a shirt with Colt's face next to it.
But in like a fireman's hat.
That's right. And then we're going to work on that calendar. 12 months of Colt.
Oh yes, sexy cult calendar.
Sexy Colt calendar. What the hell?
Yes.
The fireman is, what, July, the hottest month, or August?
This can't be part of the
Anyways.
recap.
It's not. It's not.
Anyways,
So let's continue
We
the recap.
cut back to them. Oceanus is like, F you guys, y'all ruined my plan, whatever, 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 whatever. He said, quote, we are blind, and this is only the start. Shadow from the deep is rising, and some other ominous words. So that's not great.
That's what he said before they executed him.
Before he
Before
died.
yeah.
Before he was removed from this plane of existence. Whatever happened. Anyways, we take off after we save all those people, and we're like, hey, sending out pings and stuff, trying to find people. We meet up. We reunite. It's great. Aelin looks at Oceanus's body. I don't think you found anything. No. That's
That's
okay.
lame.
You found one thing.
What'd you find?
What did I find?
I know where you. We're gonna put a pin in what we find. We all reunite. We got the tea. We have a conversation, and we learn about this new word, Malenti. They are Sahuagin that look like sea elves, and it's this weird. We got this. Sarah told us the story. It's this weird genetic stuff that he's like isolated or whatever, and it's like this is who you're gonna be forever, and you can't like morph or whatever. I don't know. Anyways, but he more than likely is that Malenti. He's a traitor. Looks like a good person, but he's a bad person. He was not a sea elf, even though he looked like it. That's the tea.
Looks
on
can
that.
be deceiving. Yeah.
We got big props from the queen. She's like, yeah, thanks for saving everybody. Y'all are great. And we're like, yeah, we know. And they're like, you know what, Saraf, you can be an emissary. It's all right. Forget all that other stuff that happened. It's cool. So Saraf is coming with us back to Saltmarsh as the lizard folk emissary. And we're like, pipe. And then we're like, all right, well, let's rest. And we're going to leave out tomorrow. We're going to try and sleep again. Because all of that happened in like, I don't know, 20 minutes.
Ooh, inspiration.
Hey-o.
Thank you. That was a great
You
recap.
got it.
Great.
Did you sort out what you found?
Poison.
On Ocean? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The
poison.
wyvern.
Oh, on the
wyvern
blade, right?
Yeah. Well, it was just a pretty. It was like a dagger that he had.
Also included that I was going to try to go back and find the trident.
Yes.
I did not enter that back in inventory or anything. Is there anything special about it, or is it just a generic stick with 3 points?
Yep.
Cool.
The poison that we found, was it in a vial? Of
Yes.
Poison?
Oh, and
I'll
the
put it
back
in my
up,
inventory.
You put it in
I
yours?
just
Okay.
remembered Oceanus's quote pings to a vision that we saw about
yeah.
terrible stuff.
Skeletons coming out the
And
ocean.
so we don't know
rivers of
what
lava
that
or
means
something.
exactly, but he could be onto something.
Yep. That was good. Solid recap. The only thing you missed was that you all also leveled up to level 5
Oh, yeah, we're
at
fine.
the very end.
We're this
True.
many.
Y'all stole my thunder at the end before we were signing off.
You're welcome.
Yoink!
I felt so sad.
I'll do it again. She'll do it again.
If you ever level up again now.
Level 7 is next.
No, that's next. I appreciate you letting me know. I need to prepare for that. All right. Well, with that, let's jump into tonight's episode of Ghosts of Saltmarsh. Arr.
So that way, if you bash them with it, still scrape their face, and you can
Oh shit.
take skin with it.
Oh.
He thought it through.
But no, I'm not interested in it. Oh. But you can keep it if you want.
It's extra brutal.
In a brutal man's hands.
Cheers to that.
Doing what a brutal man can. All right, so we're going to pick right back up where we left off. You're all standing still in the lizard folk lair. I believe you all had said you were wanting to head back to the to your quarters, right? To Sarv's room.
Sarv's bunkhouse.
Sarv's bunkhouse.
Have all the flames been put out and people are otherwise stable?
Yeah, it seems like in the duration of everything, especially after that initial burning room was let out, that everybody was able to kind of stabilize and kind of catch up with the chaos that was ensuing. So it seems like most things are kind of under control at the moment, at least from where you're standing right now, which was a pretty quiet area anyway. So unless you're wanting to kind of go walk around and patrol and check everything out.
Wouldn't mind making a loop.
Okay.
Helping hands and that kind of thing.
Okay. So you're all headed back to the quarters, and Kugal just kind of takes a turn.
Hey, what? Hey, where are you going?
Goodbye.
I'm going to go check around, make a lap, and make sure everybody's okay. My mind's a little frazzled right now, and I just want to make sure that, we don't have any other shadows around the corner lurking for us. I just want to make sure everything's okay.
It's not a bad idea. Do you want any help, or are you good?
I'll take some help.
Good. Aelin, you want to help him out?
Amazing.
Sure, yeah.
Perfect. Red, we'll go ahead and set up for him. We'll have your beds up and get it nice and clean for you.
Perfect, thank you.
Sweet.
Okay, so splitting the party again. We
Always great. Great idea.
Kugal, you and Aelin end up kind of turning left and go into the actually the hall where the celebration was kind of happening.
Mm-hmm.
And looking in there, it's got a lot of the remnants from the party still in there. It doesn't look like there's definitely a few like mugs and things like that kind of on the floor. It doesn't look like a zombie attack happened in here by any means. It looks like it just had not been like cleaned up after the party had ended. There's a few people in there that you actually, or lizard folk in there that you see sitting around like at the various tables. Some of them have other lizard folk kind of tending to wounds and burns and cuts and things like that. But you don't see anything like necessarily, there's no new fires, literally or figuratively, at the moment.
I'd just like to lend a hand wherever somebody might need it, if somebody needs help with a bandage or something like that.
Yep. Aelin?
I'm going around doing the same thing.
Okay. Yeah, and there's definitely no shortage of people, of lizard folk that accept that help, and you're kind of going through and holding an arm or holding a leg while bandages are being applied. Colt and Red, what are you two getting into right now?
Man, sure had a long day.
We got woken up in the middle of the night, I believe.
Oh.
Oh, you're making it funny. I get it. Yeah, long day. All that fighting, fire rescuing, and Oceanus betrayal stuff.
Right. Now we're not going to know a real sea elf from one of them fake ones.
Well, I think he was a sea elf. He just had... Seems like he had chosen a side based on what Aelin was telling me.
Well, Sarah said he was a Malenti.
Oh, that's right. But a union between the... Oh, yeah, weird. That's right. Malenti.
Now we're gonna-
Malenti.
I'm
Very
gonna
rare.
have to go to like, are you one of them? Are you?
Oh, not a Melengi. Do I look like a
Well,
Melengi?
the sea elves. The next time we see one, which
Oh.
we don't really see. That's the only one we've seen so far.
Well, there's some magic truth serum or something that some folks can do. I don't know anything of. Did you have that kind of that? Does Aelin seem like the type she would get that kind of thing? I don't know.
I mean, we could like torture somebody. We know that kind of.
I'm not really okay with that. I mean,
I'm just spitballing ideas here. I don't know. Like
there was that one time with that. I remember when we snuck in that. I don't remember what the place was called. I got shot like 3 times there.
the mansion.
Yeah, it was well, it might not have been the mansion. It was like some hidden area where they were all set up, and they had that cove with the docks. I found my fancy smoking
You mean
pipe.
in, like the caves under the mansion?
Yeah, I think it was under the mansion. We were interrogating that guy, and I wanted to let him go, but he was a real dickbag. You remember? I don't remember what we did with him. Did we let him go? Did we kill him? I don't remember if we killed him.
I can think about it
was-
if we need to.
It was like 5 days ago.
That was forever ago. It was like months ago.
Yeah, it's just death comes so quick now. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh well. I guess let's go get ready to go back to sleep. I'm sure Aelin and Kugel will be back soon.
Okay. And yeah, so unless there's anything specific anybody's wanting to do or look for, we'll kind of go through to the next piece here. Yeah. Okay.
Sounds great.
So probably an hour passes, and Kugel, Aelin, you both find yourself back at Sarev's quarters. And Sarev comes in shortly after. Sarev looks to the 4 of you. I would assume an hour later you two are still kind of up and about.
Yeah, it would have been like cleaning. Would have been cleaning the area.
Okay.
I want it to be nice.
Sarev comes in and says, the queen is secured now. Thank you all again for your help.
Yeah, happy to help. Thank them more than anything. They beeline right to her.
Yes, I wish I could have done more to help, but perhaps I can make it up on this side of things.
Now you're coming with us.
Yes, which was what I was going to speak to you about next. I already owed you a life debt for saving me from 1,000 Teeth from drowning in the water. But once again, you have saved me from either execution or exile. So again, you have my thanks. The Queen has stated that Vith and Garrett will accompany me and be my guards upon arrival in Saltmarsh, so that I am not alone.
Oh, they're gonna be with us the whole time?
They will be with me.
Did y'all hear that? All right, that sounds good.
No, they're staying in the city.
Are they gonna be staying in Saltmarsh?
Remember, they're
How
going to
about-
be emissaries, representatives. They get like a room added onto the city hall.
They're going to have an
It's like-
embassy.
Is that what he said? That's what he's saying?
that's what the queen said.
Yeah, I got a bad. Oh, sometimes I mix things up.
You're not just gonna come with us?
No, Sarf will. His guards will be like.
Was
I-
was I? Only-
I feel my place is best served with the Council of Saltmarsh.
Okay.
Oh, we got no new recruits. Damn, I thought. I mean, I knew he was coming, but I thought he was going to be like one of our ship buddies.
I'm
He has
sorry.
to walk
he's-
back with us.
Sorry
he
to
said
disappoint you.
representative, or the queen said. They said representative. Whoever it was. Why am I getting so flustered?
That's a little
He's going to
disappointing.
be our ambassador.
All right, that's fine. I'll still get you a new arm. Don't worry. I guess.
How are you gonna do that?
You see him kind of
How
furrow
are-
his brow.
Are you gonna like make an arm?
Yeah.
Like a magic arm.
Like a prosthetic. Like, you know, you just attach it and it'll do all the things. I only know how to make a human-like one, though, so it'll be a little different for you, but I got it covered. I just need about a day.
Will it be like metallic?
A little bit. I plan on getting materials from the smithy, whatever good
From the
materials they
Benton-
have
the
laying
Benton
around.
tent? You're gonna make him a Benton arm?
It'll work. It'll be all right.
How
Okay.
will it work? Like work?
Like a regular limb.
Like through magic?
Like you can't tell the difference. As long as you have nerves still in his shoulder, I suppose.
You're gonna reattach a metal arm to his nerves?
Kinda, yeah.
Sounds fascinating. I can't wait.
You can watch if you want.
Done this before.
I've read about it before. Done, not so much.
Gotta start somewhere.
I figured you'd be a fine
What do you-
volunteer.
What do you have to lose, I guess, from a certain perspective?
It's not like you're gonna lose an arm or anything.
Boo. Too soon.
You're gonna gain an arm.
Is this procedure dangerous?
No, just stay still during it. You know.
What happens if I don't?
Well, it might attach in the wrong spot.
It'd be like just offset.
You don't want a rib arm or something. You know?
So wait, if he moves, it'll fuse somewhere else?
Oh, you're from the middle of it, yeah. Wherever I'm shoving it's where it's gonna be.
Wherever you shove it.
Yeah.
I mean,
again,
surgically attached.
you mean, again, hypothetically, right? Like,
Oh no, very real. It's done and done then. I mean, I can take it off, but it's a process too. Like another whole
hack
day.
it off.
And you don't want to be there for that part. You don't want to be there all day sitting like that. I read about
You could
that
do
part.
this now.
Yeah, right now. Well,
With
no,
the
not
right
right now. I need the
materials.
yes, yeah. When I have the materials, yes.
What about like a leg?
Sure.
That's fascinating.
Yeah, but no weird stuff. I can't do like you're missing a toe. I make you a toe. That's not. I guess I
So
could.
cut your foot off and then a whole new foot.
All right. Well, at that point, I'd rather just do the whole leg.
Cut off the whole leg.
Yeah.
If you're missing a toe.
If you want it replaced, I mean that's the easier way to do it.
You can't just make a toe, but you can make a whole new leg.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense.
Well, clearly you're not a man of science, Red. You gotta stick to the magic.
No, I that is true. I do not have magic to respawn limbs
Well, I'm not necessarily. Nah, I don't want to get into semantics.
or
It's not
fingers
regrowing. It's
or
a brand.
toes.
It's like old swords and axes. You strap the metal in. Don't worry about it.
What are semantics?
It's like the verbiage used to describe something. Like, what'd be a good example? I don't know. Y'all help me out.
So like the sky is blue,
Yes,
or
it is.
the sky is blue because of refraction,
Yeah. Well. Yeah, a little bit. I don't know.
or like gas, electrics, and whatever stuff.
You
That's
know
what they
this.
say.
Refraction.
That's what they've said, like on different stories. and
It's
stuff.
like if there
He
was
goes
like.
and like looks at his
Yeah.
bookcase and he says, "Which one is they?"
R refraction.
Hey, he's doing semantics right now. There you go.
This, yes.
Well, regardless, I believe the Queen wants us to depart in the morning. Well, in a few hours.
All right. Well, I guess let's get some sleep. We have at least 4 hours before we go. I'm hoping.
I believe we should be fine to rest until we are fully ready.
Okay, good enough. Make sure all the corners were nice and dusted, y'all. So you set up your bedrolls. It's
Thank
Yeah,
you.
I
did
got
all
nailed.
the snaps.
yeah, no little random hairs or debris.
There's a lot of snapping. My thumbs hurt.
Yeah, Red did most of the work, to be honest. I kind of just pointed stuff out.
I fear that the shamans here are going to use this as an opportunity to show the Queen depict the Queen as weak. She still has much support and strong allies here, but although I don't feel like there's much we can do about the shaman at this point, just we lizard folk, we generally... Are you familiar with our deity, Simwanya?
Would any of us have heard that before? Someone
Make a history check.
All of us?
Yeah, if you're wanting to see if you know anything about him.
Of course
it
I
would
know
be,
someone. Duh.
Yep.
23.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
19.
You know, okay. So you would know a few things, and I'm going to let Sarv explain some of it here. But he pulls out a book and opens it to a certain page where there's an illustration of Simonia that looks like this.
Beautiful.
You and Aelin both know that this deity is depicted as just like this oversized lizard folk, like just much larger than any of the other ones. You would know, especially with those high rolls, he focused really entirely on anything related to survival and propagation, and like nothing else. Like it was not good, not evil, not lawful, not chaotic. He was utterly amoral, uncaring, and unfeeling. He didn't even really care that much for like the plight of his own worshippers, let alone the issues of anybody else. Really dismissing most of those as irrelevant to his kind of greater concerns. So just that's kind of what you know going into this. And Sarv says, Simonia, he taught his followers that any deed done in pursuit of survival and propagation was good, and that any other action was not relevant or worth the effort. He encouraged them to reproduce, live long lives, and guarantee the safety of themselves and their race. So, our shaman, Throden, Usk, and Kapesk, they are stout worshippers of Simonia. So, that being said, my concern is that they will continue to plot their way. I have confided in some others here of my concerns, and they are aware, but should anything happen to me, I just wanted you to be aware as well.
I would ask Sorav if he has anyone as like his backup on the side of the queen to steer her in that other direction. Does like he have kind of a trusted second to?
He looks back to you and says, while it is not my duty to select who will replace me as the minister, I won't speak for the Queen in that regard, but I believe that, wise as she is, she knows she will make the right decision. And to more directly answer your question, yes, there is more than a few that do not directly follow the beliefs of the shaman. As I said, it's just on my mind.
I never said it right, knowing that a group just worships a god that's solely bent on survival at the case of whatever it takes. That's how you lead into some bad moral decisions if necessary, I guess, in that aspect. I guess it is what it is.
I mean, you could argue that reaching out to Saltmarsh and helping, and that's an act of survival.
I'm counting on it. Because if it ain't, this place is not going to be in good hands.
Right, seeking allies and not a war, that's survival right there.
That is my thought. If we are successful in what we do, I don't think there will be many problems. If we are not, shaman, they believe the softskins to be weak. And with these rumors of a black dragon and its worshippers occupying the swamp, allying with that could also be a strong argument for survival. But I don't believe they have the pull to do that as of now.
I suppose, yeah, we'll just leave it as is. We'll get to Saltmarsh and we'll make sure they understand what's going on here.
Hopefully we've made a good name for fellow softskins.
Yeah, they can't see us as weak now based on what we just did, especially in the fire room.
The shaman will twist it as you brought the Malenti into our home. Even though I know it was not intentional and he fooled even the queen, that will not stop them from using that as an argument. So, we must be successful in Saltmarsh, which is why myself and my guards must stay in Saltmarsh to ensure that it succeeds.
That makes sense. It'll work out.
Well, my home is your home. I am going to get some much-needed rest, if I can.
Same.
Yeah. Well, we got to get up early for those early 6 a.m. beers when we hit the road.
Road beers. He kind of chuckles, and you see him kind of mosey on into the back room and close the door. And about a minute or so later, you see the light that was kind of radiating out from underneath his door kind of go out.
I lay down.
Yeah, I'm gonna set up my bedroll, get going to sleep.
Hit the pillow hard. Okay. And with that, you all fall asleep and doze off without any issue. And you're not awoken by the sounds of violence or chaos. And you will all benefit from from a long rest. You all managed to sleep pretty well, and being in a cave, you're not really sure what time it is.
Just until we feel good.
Right now, you slept
Yeah.
until you
Yeah.
just woke up naturally.
Right. Can't check the sundial.
Yeah, my wrist dial. Aelin, you're actually the first to just wake up just kind of naturally. What are you doing?
Trying to figure out what time it is.
No clue. It's dark as hell in here.
Do I feel fine?
Mhm.
I get up, try and go through to see if Sarov is in his bedroom or not. I don't want to wake anyone. Like,
You're
if
kinda
it's like, yeah, if it's because I'm trying to gauge like, did I just sleep really well, or like should everyone be awake and they're just oversleeping? Like, I don't.
How courteous.
Make a stealth check.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Oh no.
4.
As you get up, it's you can see still decently in here with your helmet. Which I'm assuming that you put on. I'm taking that liberty and
Yeah.
assuming you put that on.
I always assume the helmet's on.
Yeah. But as you stand up a little too quick, and you kind of get that light, and you kind of go off balance a little bit, and you do catch yourself on the table in the room, but in doing so, you kick the shit out of Kugal and wake. Kugal, you are abruptly awoken with a kick to the bicep.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I tripped.
What is it? What is it? Is it?
Nothing. Nothing. I tripped.
Do I
I'm
smell
sorry.
smoke? Nothing. Oh, all right.
That master-servant relationship.
What are you doing?
I don't know if it's morning time or not. I feel rested, but it's so dark in here I can't tell.
Okay, good luck. When Kugel sleeps, he really sleeps.
Red, you managed to sleep right through this conversation that's happening. Colt, you are less fortunate, and this kind of back and forth kind of wakes you up as well.
Oh, good morning, everybody. Is it time to... And I just start getting up. Is it time to get going?
I think it's just so
wing a
dark. I
pillow at
can't
him.
tell.
It's too dark?
I don't know.
All right, well, I'll just take a coin out. I'll take my little hammer and I'll ding, ding, and it'll start to glow. Just dim, 5-foot radius of light. Well, there we go. Little night light. And I'll flip a coin at you. A little silver.
Oh.
I take the
love
coin and I try and, again, see if Sarah's awake or not.
You kind of just peek in the room. Sarah's not in the room.
Oh,
Wait.
you guys, I think we may have overslept. Sarah's not in there.
All right, well, I guess let's get going. We gotta wake Red. Hey, Red. And I'll just go up and I'll put my foot to him and start rubbing him.
Airships.
I think it's time to get going, buddy.
Are we on the... Where? It's... Okay. I'm awake. I pull back over.
In this episode, everybody tries to sleep in.
Getting up, I promise.
And with all this, the commotion does. Yeah, you're not able to doze
No,
back
I just
off.
I'll just kind of crack an eye. I was having like the weirdest dream.
It wasn't scary, was it?
It was really weird, but
Yeah, so like drug tea scare?
no.
It was like the
Little
dead
bit.
rising again scary, was it?
No, not this one.
What about airships?
No, no. Airships.
Yeah, flying in the sky.
I have no reference for airships. I've never seen an airship.
It's like a boat, but in the sky.
Okay, now I have a reference for airships.
Wouldn't it be great?
Dude, one day I'm going to drop an airship on y'all, and James is going to lose his mind.
It's just gonna explode. You're like, no!
I'm the king of the world!
Sorry, you said Sarf wasn't in there either?
Where's...
Sorry, out and about.
Getting those road beers.
I wanted to eat before we got going. I started
some
reaching for a
breakfast.
ration in my pack because I'm walking to the main door and I just open it all up, sling it open.
Okay. Are you leaving your pack and stuff, or are you bringing it with you?
I'm everything's back behind. I'm just peeking out and just seeing if he's like waiting out in the hallway or something.
You don't see Sarv, but you see a few lizard folk just kind of walking in various directions through the hallways there. But there doesn't seem to be any kind of urgency to it.
Oh, lizard folk, sir, fella, guard.
Just speaks says something to you. You have no fucking clue what they said though. But they seemed kind of like.
I hold out my left hand. I put my hand just around like the bottom end of the glove, and I start twisting it a bit as he's hissing at me. I do it for maybe about 3 seconds. No, it's none of them. Wow, I have no idea what you're saying. You're cool. You just march on. Good job. Yeah. Okay. All right. Sarf's not out there, and I don't speak their tongue. But I guess I'm gonna get my stuff and head to the front. Are y'all ready?
Oh, great. Hopefully it didn't offend anybody out there.
He seemed like he appreciated my gestures. I was
Gestures?
Yeah, I did a whole marching thing, and I gave him the thumbs, which I guess they wouldn't get.
Not
that.
the
What if
thumbs.
that could be super offensive here? We don't know.
Oh, he nodded his head
That's
at
why
me.
you
I think
point with 2 fingers everywhere you go.
that's threatening. I wouldn't point at him.
No, 2 fingers is fine. 1 finger is bad. 2 fingers.
That sounds double threatening. like two hand crossbows.
Looks more like a gun. No.
Right, I'll grab my pack, and since we're starting the day, I'll push in my chest, armor will up my legs, all the way up to my shoulders. No helmet for now. No helmet. And I'll stand there and with a kind of a I don't know, granola bars in my hand for the ration. Just,
Yes.
Are y'all ready to go?
RX bar.
Yeah, I'm packing up as well.
Got some Cliff bars.
Ooh, great granola flavor.
My favorite. Aylin, what did you say?
I'm packing up as well. I'm gonna ask Google
Yeah.
for a ration because he's holding all of my food because I
He's
can't.
holding
I
all
can't.
right.
I can't carry anything.
What's that nature granola bar? The one that's always like super crumbly.
Nature's Valley.
Nature's Valley.
Yeah.
We're gonna leave
JD
a
and I know all
trail,
about 'em.
a trail of granola from Sorrow's room.
It's fine.
They're so good, though.
Yeah.
Just wish they weren't so crumbly.
Yeah.
The trick is you break it up in the package, and then you take it out and just bite
Oh, yeah,
size
all the crumbs are in
Yeah.
there.
Next,
Yeah.
got it.
This
That's
episode
the
brought to you
trick.
by granola bars.
Sponsor us. We'll do rations, all granola bars, all Nature's Valley, all the time.
I sure could use a Nature Valley bar right after the break on camera.
All right, so you all make your way out into the hall. Let me put the map back up here for y'all. Where are y'all trying to head right now?
Where were the entrances place where we walked through the little mud pits and we got jumped by the mud puppies?
The mud puppies?
Yeah.
It would be due west, like as you, because this is where you're currently standing here. It would be, you would hang a left out of there and pretty much just go straight. You pass the Queen's chambers and all of that stuff.
That's where I'd be going, unless any of y'all want to go in a room for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, we're not from here, so let's just stick to where we know.
That's what I'm doing. I march on.
Oh, can you do the message thing? Can you maybe like Sarah? Hello?
Oh, I could, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, ping him. That's right.
Yeah.
He's within 100 feet and not behind a bunch of lead or wood
Yeah.
or stuff like that.
Ring, ring,
Sorry.
ring, ring.
Sorry, this is Redimir. Sorry. Are you in range? I'm getting nothing. He's not here. Well, he's not nearby.
Wait, within 100 feet?
Yeah, or behind like certain materials.
Oh, so it's probably... Okay, whatever. Well, let's head to the front. Maybe he's probably waiting on us.
Like if he's in a lead cabin, it's a no. He could be right here. It's not going through.
Lead? I start looking around the walls.
Well,
think
it's
you
just
gotta worry
one of the
about that here.
things. Like
Did they make cabins out of lead?
they could, but I couldn't get to you. And
That's a fellow that wants to hide.
Yeah. Right?
but yeah, it's like metal, wood, lead.
Oh.
Anyways, I start walking.
Magic.
Let's digress, please.
All right, so just heading out to the mud puppy pool.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't write the rules.
You pass probably a dozen or so other lizard folk along the way, all in varying garb, some in just kind of casual, regular civilian garments, and then a few in more like leathers with weapons and stuff like that look have kind of more like a guard look to them.
As we're passing these strangers, I want to say, hello, do you know where Sarav is? Sarav? Sarav?
That is not Dwarvish, Elvish, Gnomish, Common, or Deep Speech.
No, it is not. It is.
This way, Sarav.
We do not.
This one like looks over to the lizard folk that they're with and just goes,
Oh, why don't you pantomime a missing arm? They'll know what that means.
Let's not. No.
Never mind.
No,
Thank you.
because we don't want to
Thank
threaten
you.
to take his arm off. Or their arm off. Whatever.
I'll mask up any faces, change. Huh?
"Oh, are you changing into Sorrow?"
I'm just gonna put Sarah's
Oh.
face on for a second.
Okay.
Ooh.
It's like, where?
Kind of.
They're gonna like
Where
jump
is he?
you.
Sarav.
Sorry.
Where is Sarav? Donde es Sarav?
That's
Where
Elvish.
is
Yeah,
Sarav?
don't stop Sarah. They're still.
They look more confused. Not than they were before, but they look confused. Like they don't really.
I'm like, hey.
Like they don't know.
Okay. You.
Sorry again. It's like, there he is, right there. No.
You seen.
at that point they just like walk
Take off. Yeah,
Yeah.
Or clearly not for
Cool.
Had I thought about this, I would have prepared to speak with.
You can speak with lizard people?
Yeah.
Folk?
I would have just learned how to do their language today.
That's no bees. Probably out front. I don't know when we.
That's what we should have looked for. Was like a pocket dictionary of like lizard folk to common.
I don't know, but they might have a book like that around here. But we,
Where is the bathroom? Lizard folk.
I just got to keep on going.
Donde está el baño?
My awakened
Elvish.
mind says I can telepathically speak to any creature that understands at least one language.
Can you do that right now?
It's
I mean, you could talk to them, but you would need to know
Yeah, does it
what
work?
language to speak.
it just says at least one language.
Well, right. I mean, if they don't speak, you wouldn't. Doesn't matter what language you're speaking.
Yes. Well,
I'd be like, I can't talk to you in Spanish, but if I call you, you understand what I'm saying.
okay.
You still have to know how to speak it, unless it says
You just magically learn
that
it?
you like it doesn't just.
Excuse me.
It says you can telepathically speak to any creature you can see within 30 feet of you if it understands at least one language.
Yeah. So you would still need to know the
So that's kind
The
of like yours
language.
then.
kind of like message.
Yeah, it's like message, but multilingual. That's cool though.
Can I send it the image of Sorav?
Question marks. You could do your smoke thing, but they're gone. It's whatever.
That's my thing. Would work that way.
Your pipe, your magic pipe.
Yeah, no.
No, I know what you're talking about. I don't know why we're not going to the front. I mean, he's probably right there.
Okay.
Okay,
going.
we're walking.
I have another bite of my granola bar.
a bunch of crumbs
Sprinkle.
fall out onto the
Some
floor.
creature will pick that up
It's
or
fine.
eat it or something.
I hope it's the shaman
Eat the crumbs.
that has to clean it.
Oh,
His one weakness: oats, sweetened oats.
Seems like
Totally.
a menace,
That's
and
like
I
hell,
wanted
you
them
know?
to do that. So.
Sounds amazing.
you know,
so you
we
all,
could.
Ooh,
Kinda
a piece
like,
of granola.
I look at
Ooh, a
Cole when
piece
I
of
say
granola.
this. We could go rough them up.
You want to beat people up?
Huh?
But you lean towards her. Oh, this is insinuation. You saying she's a bully?
I would never insinuate.
I am not. That is hateful.
I don't know if it's. I don't think. I mean, she did murder someone in the middle of town. I still don't approve of that. But she's not.
You
I
know
wouldn't know
how
if I call her
Colt is
bully.
attracted to arrows?
I don't find anything preferential about arrows.
Well, they certainly do to you. So, you know, you sometimes you can, like, you know, like the way you push around your servant sometimes.
I don't have a servant.
I think they just work together, Red. I don't know if it's a whole servant master
being
deal.
facetious. So, you know, yeah, it's kind of joking, but you know, like, you know,
You two are the worst. Google.
Like, I understand what he's doing. He's the one who's always mixing all the names up and everything. So.
I don't think I'm that bad.
well, I was just saying, if we need to go put our foot down about some stuff, we can, and I'm right behind you, literally and figuratively.
I wouldn't want to sow distrust to the shaman already. If they already don't like us, they'll have a good reason.
We could throw some granola at them.
They might actually like
you
that.
clean this up.
Might make me a little racist thinking they might like it actually. Just throwing crumbs at them and they're just like, ooh, I like it. You know what I mean? Nah, it's a bad idea.
What?
I said they might like it if we just throw crumbs at them.
Why is that racist though? If you're throwing
Because
food
it's
at...
demeaning. If I just threw crumbs at your face and said, here you go, buddy, and just started throwing them, you wouldn't be offended.
No, I'd be like, why are you throwing
It's like
food?
feeding an animal. That's not
Why
right.
are you throwing food at me? Well, look at it this way. Look at, like, what about Whiskey Will? If someone threw booze at him, he wouldn't be offended.
No,
He'd
he
probably
wouldn't.
praise them.
He would not. He would like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. I don't know if he could catch it, but
He would try.
he would try. We need to see Whiskey Will.
I don't know why you guys think I'm so terrible, but yeah.
I don't think you're
Man,
terrible.
We didn't say you're terrible.
Yeah, you have a useful
We-
set of skills. And
We didn't mention Valkyr either. That was you that brought that up.
and
No,
you
guys-
sometimes go out
someone
of your way
had
to help
said
people.
something about me being what was it?
It was him. If it was
Question
anything.
my morality.
Oh, smuggling? Well, it depends on what you smuggle. Like, if you smuggle people, if you smuggle, like, weapons for, like, a revolution against a good group of people, But if you smuggle, like, you know, jewels and stuff, that's whatever.
You did question the morality about her murdering someone in the street.
Oh, I question that today. Yes, absolutely. We shouldn't murder people in the middle of a city. We should knock them out and put them to justice.
You know, if there's no witnesses, it never happened.
Internally, that doesn't make me feel any better. Externally, that might work, but I still don't like it.
Should have been trying to steal someone's dog then.
They were trying to
That
steal
is
a dog.
true. Hey, we got paid off of that.
Miss that dog. Simpler times.
It was a net. It was a net positive on that. You know, it's like we got bad points and good points, but we got more good points.
I feel
than
like
bad
there have been
points.
some huge villains in the past that have wiped out swaths of people saying it's a net positive.
Yeah, but we're not those though.
Are you really a good person though if you're stealing someone else's dog? No.
Well, no, but you know, it's like the ultimate decision once you take the life. You know, there's no redemption. There's no chance at doing better. It's just all gone.
Should have we left the crocodile alive then?
Thousand Teeth?
Yeah.
No, that's a beast. It's a different. It's a beast.
Maybe he was a good beast. We
No.
were just lied to.
I don't think you
We'll
can.
never know. He'll never be able to redeem himself.
Aelin, like power walks away.
I don't know.
That was
She gets
we
it.
did kind of. You kind of walked into that one. That one. That's pretty good.
Whatever.
I don't think he was redeemable.
Aelin, you make it probably about 15, 20 feet ahead before everybody is. I'm assuming everybody's gonna kind of follow suit.
Yeah, we're still going.
Yeah, and you make it to the mud puppy area, and sure enough, right in that area is Sarov, and a few other lizard folk.
Hi, Sarov.
Oh, Aelin, where are your friend? And kind of like as he's looking around, they kind of walk around the corner. Ah, yes. I'm glad you are able to get some rest. And you look out. It looks like it's like late morning. And just for reference, for myself and everybody else, it is currently the 5th of Myrtle.
Oh shit! How many days were we gone? It was like Tarsak last time we were looking at something.
The adventure, our campaign began on the 20th of Tarsak.
How do you spell Myrtle? Myrtle.
Mirtul.
Ooh.
And go ahead.
I was gonna say, hey, Sarv, and company.
I presume you all were able to get some sleep.
Oh, we're good. Nice night. Didn't see you. Got a little concerned about that, but here you are with your two common speaking friends, maybe.
They both look at you, and only one of them speaks up. He's got both look like male lizard folk, both slightly larger than Sarv himself. Not wearing a whole lot of armor, but one of which carrying a spear, the other one carrying a sword on the side. The one that kind of leans forward a little bit has a scar down the right side of his face and says, "Speak common some."
Cool.
And
Just smile at
the other one looks over and says, "Great."
Great. All right. Nice friends, Sarv. Nice to meet both of them. Great and good.
He gestures first to the one with the scar and says, "This is Vith, and my other compatriot here is Garrett, and that's Vyth for our note takers. The other one is Garurt.
Thought I had it right the
Garurt.
first Garurt. It's like it's not like a piano wire that goes around your throat. A garut. I thought it was for a second.
Yeah.
Garurt. Okay.
All right. Well, we already ate on the way. Had some snacks, protein bars. I suppose.
Got any beers?
No. I want to drink for
Some
business,
walking-
Red. We're about to be in the wilds again.
Some walking booze?
I was more curious about the path we take back. We could try to go the way we came from. We could try to follow the coast. Any recommendations?
Let me pull up my map I have. That someone has. One of us has.
One of us have a map. The person pulls out the map.
Yeah. The person that has it.
pulls out the map.
The person that has it reveals it.
I don't think we did the coast last time. Just if we did, we'd have to start going up that river, and then we'd have to cross it. It had the smuggler rope thing. Here's our map.
Because we are
We are
at the blue.
here, right? Or are we here? Or are we
No, it's at the
here?
blue.
We're here.
We're at
Yeah.
the blue.
Yeah, it says you are here, right here. So that's where we are. Do we,
We could push it up a little more just for the.
Oh, yeah.
I'll fix that.
We don't have any easier ways to cross water now, do we?
Well, we could breathe. You know, been working on some theoretical breathing stuff in my head, but I don't know if that'd make it faster.
Does that help you swim better?
Probably not.
Not gonna help me.
No.
'Cause I can't handle that. Aelin can handle like a fish with their super armor. Kugal, I
Yeah.
think. Are you Kugal can't either. Well, can't you? I thought you could. Aren't you the? There's one of y'all. One of y'all turned into like a mist and just.
I can step as mist
That's you. Okay, so you have the. You can just.
from one side of the river to the other, but I can only do it like once in a day.
Oh, so that's very limited. All right, that's good to know actually.
I mean, I could technically make us walk on water for 10 minutes. I mean, for an hour.
Really? You got to pray
That's
or
very
something to
cool.
do that, or is that just a thing?
No, I can only do
It's
it.
just a thing.
Wow.
Just magic.
Well, hell, let's just.
I need a cork.
Cork.
Oh, I don't have any. I don't have any cords.
Is that? Do I need that, or is that one of those things where I can?
The only time you'll need the materials if it says it destroys it
Oh
or
no.
consumes it.
No, it doesn't.
It just is an alternative to. So you'll have verbal for V, semantic is hand gestures, M would be material, and you can do like a combination of those. But for instance, like if you had your mouth covered, you could
Sure.
instead do semantic and material or something like that.
I see.
Well, that's perfect then. According to the map, maybe we'll head inland just a little bit, cross this little guy, then we continue down the coast. We get to that big old chunk where there's the harbor of Saltmarsh, and we'll just hop, skip, jump it with your powers.
So bright.
Yeah, it's like beaming on the
Yeah.
game. Notice the pure white light of the map. Use the Holy Lands.
Oh, it's a little better. Yeah, it's just nothing but sand.
We go.
Oh,
There we go. Red.
Well, and that's just my recommendation, unless anyone's got something better.
Should be great to have an airship, right? Right.
That'll land far from here. I've only read books about those things.
It'd be great though. We can just hyperbole. All right, let's roll.
Okay. Sorry if you're good to follow us.
Yes, I may be better equipped to navigate us, east and north through the swamps, but I trust your judgment to get us south to Saltmarsh.
We may be back to go east and north. I heard, what was it, some dark coven or something?
Yeah, the witches or whatever.
Yeah, that probably needs to be checked out eventually.
It's on the
but-
list.
Yeah, we'll worry about that later. All right.
So it's the Tower of Zena stuff.
Xenopus.
Xenopolis on there.
I remember that. I gotta go talk to,
Some dude.
I think his name was Kelladek.
Cal, yeah.
I wrote him down somewhere.
That's it.
University of Caltech.
We're gonna visit Quest. I think their name was Quester back in town too. I got a lot of stops, so we're gonna talk about it on the road.
And we got your armor, and we gotta go to the Find Frames people and check out our photos of you.
We don't have to do that. I don't even. If y'all spent money on that, that is a horrible usage of money. Did y'all pay for something like that?
Just have to wait and see.
Oh, whatever. I'll turn and I'll start going around the cave side so I don't truck to the mud.
Okay. And so what's the route y'all are wanting to try and take? Actually, I can pull up a digital map for folks.
Slightly inland across River 1, because I don't recall us needing to do anything fancy about that. And then riding the coast south,
Yeah, 'cause
past
it
the
was like
greenhouse.
We came to like some cliffside on the river, and then came to the thing, if I remember right. Or some kind of outcropping or something that we skirted.
That may have been River 1 when we had to use the rope. And then
Yeah, and that's when we had the ladder debate, right?
we left that ladder behind. Could have been in my backpack. I would have had 2 ladders.
So many ladders.
It's true.
Do I have a ladder still?
I'm sure I'd be surprised if you didn't.
I do. I have a 10-foot ladder.
All right,
guess
so
just
crossing the
Strapped to his back. He is.
crossing the river, and then just headed south.
Oh, we're actually going to have to cross the Tower of Xenopus on the way back.
Well, we got sort of close to it, remember? But not like in it.
Oh, we're going to take a little tiny peek-see on the way, right?
Let's just get to town.
Oh, of course, on the way to town with the peek-see. No? All in favor say aye?
Does
Doesn't
anybody
matter to me.
recall that there was something with the door that was trying to like blow people up? No, it was
Yeah,
electrical damage. It was like killing people.
Sometimes if they didn't know what they were doing, you know,
Yeah,
not
that's
delicate.
us. We don't know what we're doing. Do you know how to take down
Do
a
I
magical...
know how far back I need to be to stay away from lightning? Because I don't want to be involved.
Yeah. Do we know how to disarm a magical door?
All right, we'll come back later. I guess.
If you knew, then yeah, we can do it.
I could probably figure it out, but and we can go to town. We have our entourage. I'm not gonna stop at every sideshow on the way with them. So I don't
Stop
care
at
about the biggest
Buc-ee's.
rubber band in the world, nothing like that. We can just keep on walking.
We can just stop at Buc-ee's though.
If we need to fuel up,
They got great bathrooms.
And jerky. They would probably like the jerky.
all right. Well, we're rolling.
Heading out. All right. With that, it's about 9 o'clock. Let's take a 10, and then when we get back, we'll get on the road. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
But
All right, everybody, hang in with us. Dang, hiccups. We'll be back in about 10 minutes or so. All right. And we're back. Yes.
Are you still recording?
We are still recording. We still have power. We still have internet.
And now we have booze.
And now Kira has wine.
Yeah.
Got that iced wine.
That's right. That's right.
That's a controversial thing.
Is it?
Yeah.
Dude, cold drinks are the best. If you don't like cold drinks, what are you?
If you don't chew Big Red,
Exactly.
Sponsor us. We could make this happen.
Big Red.
I could really crave a granola bar right now.
You know, those Nature Valley ones are really good.
You know what? Nature Valley granola bars, they're the only ones I will eat.
Nature Valley.
Nature's Valley. Quench your hunger.
When you're ready to set off on a hike in the woods,
When you're
And
wouldn't
feel
you
like
wanna
making
become-
a ruckus.
right? And once you want to be one with nature, enjoy a Nature Valley granola bar.
when you're traveling through the marshes, headed back to town after a long adventure, trust Nature Valley to get your calories back up.
I just think of Wayne's World. Like I would never sell out to a corporation.
It's super effective at leaving in a trail the way you can follow it back.
That's right.
You'll never
That's
get
right.
lost.
Never get lost. They'll be sure to track you.
Wow.
Speaking of traveling,
It's time to.
it is time to travel. You all departing the lizard folk home there, and making your way still through very marshy terrain, nowhere near as crazy as it was when you were getting closer to Thousand Teeth's abode, but still treacherous nonetheless. So there are still things to keep an eye out for, bog pits and insects and things of that nature. Unimpeded, the travel time between here and Saltmarsh is roughly a full day, not 8 hours, but like a full 24-hour trek. So that being said, how are we proceeding? Are we trying to go in a line? What's kind of our marching order? What does it look like when we're traveling?
How clear is the coast for walking on the coastline?
For right now, it's pretty rocky. It's not like you walk out of the woods and there's a nice
Sandy beaches?
sandy gradient to walk down and put your toes into. You do get some of that as you get further south, but as of right now, it's still pretty... It would take some climbing gear to get down to the actual water.
I was just going a line, I suppose.
Who's leading the way?
Who was whoever's good at nature stuff, like surviving stuff?
Sarf led us last time.
Did he? Sarf, you all right at that? You want to do it again?
Thousand Teeth and stuff.
You had me checking for bog pits. I
But
don't know that I'm able to
Oh, that's
safely do that.
I mean, technically, I'm good at survival.
Are you? You should lead then.
yeah, aren't y'all from here?
Yeah,
Well,
we've got a little survival skill here.
I'm more of an indoor survivalist. You know what I mean?
No,
Sarah says, I don't know.
tell us.
What does that mean?
Not too good at the outside survivaling.
pretty good on boat too. But
I
He
was
comes
not
from a
aware-
very dangerous building, apparently.
I was not aware indoor survival was a skill.
Oh no, it's a little play on words. It's ridiculous. Like I gotta survive my home. It's because you're not.
You must live in a very dangerous.
That's where most of the
home.
accidents happen.
Maybe it's why
within,
he's always saying that I'm such a bad person. Because he's not used to surviving in the outdoor world, where sometimes you have to kill people.
Who says you're a bad person?
So Sarf, remember the other day we were talking about wordplay? We're using elements of sarcasm here and there, where you say something and you inflect your voice, but you don't mean it.
My feelings definitely weren't
So-
hurt when he
so
said
say
that
f-
comment,
say for
and I'm not
instance-
holding on to it.
It's lying.
Yes, but it's a sense of fun to it, if you will. Like
Fun lying.
take for instance, I am the strongest man here, and I'm like,
You are
it's like-
most certainly not the strongest man here.
But that was sarcastic.
That's right,
I
because
am
I'm the strongest
not.
person here.
I am not, but I said it with that inflection.
Right. I'm still
This-
getting used to this.
You'll have to be cautious in Saltmarsh with people and their inflections.
His two guards look completely confused. Like they have
Yes.
no idea.
Yeah, inflection is the word of the day.
Can I see the pole?
It doesn't work anymore. I mean, I have the item. I take out a ball with a button on it, but it doesn't do
Wait, what
anything
happened?
now.
Why doesn't it work?
What?
Oh, I had to uninfuse it
What?
When did this happen?
What?
2 days ago.
Where were we?
How are we supposed to check for bog pits?
Well, I thought, I looked back to the coast. I thought we were gonna be able to like not have to swamp. Are we? Should I have kept this?
So what did you get in exchange for that?
Oh, and I tap my armor. More durable.
Oh, for you.
Oh, I see.
Well. And I kind of walk over between Aelin and Kugo. And you're like, whoa.
I thought it was a smart prep. Was that not good?
Well, you know what? I could stand behind you. All right, that's fine. Well, not really, but
You
My pocket's a
scab.
bowl.
I kind of walk. See, if I play both sides, I won't have to worry about it.
Always come out on top.
Always come out on top if you play both sides.
Yes, you could be with the creative man or evil woman.
Sarav!
He's practicing.
Sarcasm.
That was sarcasm.
No, that
right?
was good.
the inflection.
No,
Just looks confused.
I'm not
you said
evil.
you were
he,
evil.
He said that
That was a joke. That was
I
the sarcasm.
questionable.
What questions?
Oh no!
I don't have any questions right now. Except, I guess.
Why do you lie?
I
You said
don't
he
li-
had questions.
He implied that my morals were questionable.
You've done no wrong in front of me.
I agree. Thank you, Sarav.
What?
Why do you question her morality? And I'm assuming we're all still just kind of like walking while this conversation's happening.
I don't know. I do not.
Are you lying?
When?
Are you trying to be deceitful?
A little bit.
Make a deception check. You gotta beat a 17.
Wow, I
Wow.
think I got it. 19.
Okay.
Wow.
I think you are mistaken.
Maybe.
All right, well, Leyland takes the front. Red be behind. I need to. I'll hang third. Kugal right behind me.
Sounds great.
Are we in swampy areas right now? Do I see a large stick? I'm kind of looking for a large stick.
Yeah, I'd say with relative ease you could find one.
I just want to kind of like tap in front of me.
Okay. Make a survival check for me since you're leading the way. And I'll say you can make it with advantage since you frequent the swamps.
First one's pretty good. First one's a lot better than the second one. 22.
Okay. All right. As you're making your way through the swamps, Aelin, you're able to actually guide the group around 2 or 3 hazards that normally could have been easily missed. Most notably, as you're passing under a kind of group of trees that are kind of intertwined, you actually are able to look up and see a lot of that slime
Ugh.
that had dripped down before, and you actually are able to kind of mom arm and prevent Colt from walking underneath it.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's that gross stuff again. Oh, good job.
Thank you. Thank you. And I keep walking.
He just keeps walking. I'll slow down. I want to slow down back to Kugo, and I'll kind of bump in the front of him. He's like, Kugo, I'm not 100% sure, but I think I might have upset Aelin. I'm getting like this weird vibe that I did something. What do I do?
Speak to her.
What do I apologize
You
for?
might want to project. I don't think the microphone's going to pick
Oh
that
yeah,
up.
yeah, it's good. I mean that's something you're probably gonna want to apologize for. I mean,
Wait for what? I'm whispering this, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
What do I say? Just tell me the words.
I'm sorry.
Wait, that'll work? Really?
Helps when I leave my laundry out.
I'll give it a shot. Okay. I'll go back up to my third place, and I'll wait about maybe 20 seconds, and I'll be out in front. Hey, Aylin! I'm sorry.
What are you sorry for?
Hold on.
Leaving my laundry out.
I think I dropped my. Where is it? I'll turn back to Google. And, Google, what she asked for? What do I say?
What did you say to piss her off?
I was asking you.
You've really done a number on Colt back there.
I wasn't paying attention.
My plan
Is
is,
that what I-
that next time we're in
what I say?
battle and someone
That you weren't paying attention?
is
No, I
trying to
wasn't
kill
paying-
us, and if they're like a person and not like a crocodile, say,
Something. What do I
then I'm just gonna let him kill them. I'll just hold my turn, and he'll have to be the one to do it, and then he can be the one that's the bad person.
I trust your choice of occupation.
Okay, I got it. Oh, sorry about that. I dropped my. Oh, you guys are. I'm sorry. Y'all go ahead. Y'all talk.
No.
I don't want to interrupt. Oh, you asked what I said. I'm sorry for,
Yeah.
and I am sorry for. I'm going to trust your judgment.
I'm sorry for going to trust your judgment.
No, that's your misunderstanding. It's I trust your judgment, and I'm sorry that I didn't.
I keep walking. Thank you.
Make it work.
I don't. I'm like, you didn't mean
Hey,
it.
hey, Colt, why don't you come over?
Sarv comes up to you and says, I thought that was a very kind apology.
Yeah, I think it went over well.
And he kind of pats you on the back.
What's up, Red?
Colt, you may need to, kind of in a whisper, you may need to be a little more dodgy next time we're in a fight. Try not to get hit so much.
I mean, I try, but it's hard, man.
over here.
This is just some unfounded advice that has nothing to do with anything, but you may just want to be a little more dodgy.
Yeah, I don't ever want to get hit. That sucks.
Well, I'm glad we're in agreement. And just, keep on walking.
Today's a good day.
This is one for the records. Yeah. It's a good day. Well, you haven't been shot yet, so it is a really good day.
Damn, and Aylin stopped me from getting slime, too.
You did. You should probably be very thankful for that.
Oh, I did. Wait. No, I'll lean in. Should I do it again?
I'm going to say no.
I won't thank her. All right.
You don't want to come on too strong. 'Cause it could be condescending at that point.
I'm not really good at social speaking, so yeah, I don't get some stuff.
Yeah. You know, she would probably like something handmade as like a thank you gesture.
Really? Okay.
I don't know what though.
No, I got it. I already know.
Well, why don't you pass it by me and I'll tell you if it's a good idea or not.
Okay.
What are you gonna make for it?
Let me get it first, and then you'll look at it. You'll automatically say yes.
I don't know if automatic is the right word, but what were you thinking though?
Oh, well, we'll ruin it.
Well, like I'm not gonna say anything.
Don't you worry. Once we pass Xenopus, I'll already have something like. I'll work on it as we go.
All right, marching on.
I'm gonna start scouring the ground for like 3 stones and 2 sticks. As we're going.
Okay. I'll say make a perception check for me.
Not 20.
Over the course of the next like 3 hours, it's incredible. You pictured what the perfect stones and stick would look like in your mind, and you even picked up some ones that were close along the way, just thinking you wouldn't find anything better, but you kept finding better ones until you have exactly the perfect materials that you were searching for.
Okay.
Sarov actually stops you at one point, or not, doesn't stop you. He kind of catches up to you and says, "Why are you picking up sticks?
Oh, I'm gonna make something for Ayla.
Out
Or
of
I guess I
swamp
should-
trash."
No, I'm gonna infuse stuff into it, but yeah.
I am most intrigued.
And you'll like it. It'll be neat. And I'll just have my little hammer out, and you'll just see me tick, tick, and just rock
Just like
some
as
wood.
you're walking.
Yeah, just each piece, just tick, 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 and just put it away.
Okay.
Fascinating.
In total, about 7 hours have passed, and the sun is starting to get low in the sky, kind of late afternoon. You're still kind of close enough to the coast that you can faintly still hear the waves in the distance, and every now and again you'll catch a whiff of salt air, but still very much in the marshy area. Aelin, if you would make another survival check for me, and Kugal, if you would make a perception check for me.
11.
11?
7.
Okay. Proceeding on, it's rough out here.
I got a 2 when I rolled, and then I just now rolled a 1.
Well, you got it out of your system now. So you're able to navigate through the dangers of the swamp still, but the progress drastically slows. However, because of that slowed progress, Kugal, you notice actually quite a few of the opal vine tea leaf plants growing off next to a tree. It's probably about 30 feet away, but even at that distance, you're positive that that's what it is.
Halen, I found it.
Oh,
Get out, and I just
wow.
go, ooh, 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 ooh. I get very excited and find the
What is it?
It's the tea leaves.
The tea leaves. Oh.
Oh, for the look at that guy at the gate wanted some of that, didn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, he's like, ho, 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 that guy.
He does what?
I know just who you're talking about.
So what do you
Derek.
think?
Derek.
Are you headed over to them?
Cautiously.
Okay.
I don't want to get separated. Too.
Everybody kind of comes to a bit of a pause as Kugal goes over and does. Go ahead and make a survival check for me one more time, and you can do so with advantage to kind of harvest these.
So that's a 20 on the top end and 12 on the bottom.
Okay. So with the 20, you're able to perfectly harvest these. You would guess that this would be enough to make probably about a gallon
Wow.
of that opal vine tea.
How much money does that get?
I'm not sure.
Oh,
But you sell it, though.
how much could you make with whatever you just found?
You would know.
Just kidding, I
that-
would know.
That would probably, like, an entire gallon of that stuff would probably net you around, like, 100 gold if you were to spread it out in, like...
Probably about
That's a
100
piece.
gold.
Oh, I was talking quantity, but you know the straight dollar amount. 100 gold,
Very
really?
impressive.
100 gold, yeah.
Wow.
Google and I do pretty well for ourselves.
That's what you need. I mean, it's kind of a dangerous place to get it, but that's pretty good.
But we're like best friends.
Sarv, do you know anything about these tea leaves?
I do.
Sorry, do you like the tea leaves?
I haven't ingested them in some time, but my people are familiar with it, and as I understand it, there are those that utilize it for religious purposes.
I see. Cool.
And you would know too that, like you would normally not like condense this or like make this into tea before. Like you would sell the actual kind of ground up leaves, and across all of the people that it is sold to would make about 100 gold. So it's not like it'd be very rare for somebody to come up and be like, yes, I'd like 100 gold of this stuff. But more so you're kind of selling it to your fence, who then, has it smuggled. So
Yeah.
All right. With the day kind of coming to an end, what are we all doing as light is starting to... You're starting to lose light.
While we've been walking, I've been digging in my carpenter's tools. I'll take out a little chisel or a little knife. Just making little notches, cuts in this item.
Okay.
And hammer, chiseling it. As it gets close to dark, I look up, I stop for a second, and I say, we should probably start looking for camp. Do y'all want to camp? Should we keep marching? I don't know if we should keep marching.
Yeah, it's probably safer to stop for the evening.
Sounds good to me.
Camp it is. We're going to set up camp.
Okay. You're all able to find a relatively decent spot to camp, a dry spot. Are you all setting up like tents and everything like that?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. And you're able to do so with ease. No issues from excessive bugs or anything like that. Anything specific anyone's wanting to do before you end the day?
How big are our tents?
You tell
We
me.
have enough space. They're 2 people tents, I think.
Yeah, I got a 2-person tent.
Sarv and his friends bring tents?
I have a 2-person tent as well. So we have 6.
You see them actually, not necessarily a tent, but they unfurl this kind of large animal hide almost that has like these tethers to it, and they kind of hammer it into a couple of trees and almost make like a little cover, like a little lean-to almost.
Wow.
That they set up in.
Okay.
Impressive.
Very good.
Okay.
Do we set up like a little campfire or a little cooking
If you'd like
ring,
to.
something like that?
Yeah. We should
That
set
seems
a
like a-
watch too.
It seems like a thing to do.
And if you want to get that wood ready, I can just. I have little sparks.
Do we find wood for a campfire?
There's no shortage of it. Is there anything anybody's wanting to do specifically before we're going to sleep?
Yes. Give me one moment. I'll be right back. And I turn around and walk away from the camp, north of it. Maybe about 60 feet.
Okay.
And as soon as I'm out of earshot, I hold this thing up to me that I've crafted. And to describe it, it is 2 stones with these small twigs just connecting at the middle and one more twig going down the middle. Now I'll hold it up, I'll hold one of the little sticks, have my hammer, and I'll say, Aelin is totally the greatest. And I'll hit it twice.
Okay.
And I'll walk back to camp, and I will proudly walk up to Aelin.
Welcome. Welcome back.
What's up?
A little birdie told me that you would appreciate a gift.
Oh,
So I made this for you. Now hold out what looks like a crudely made stick and stone pendant. It doesn't look that impressive.
thank you.
Yeah, but check this out. So it's got those three little twigs, right?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, that one on so it's like, again, it's 2 stones, twig, and then one in the middle. Okay, that left one, the bottom left one, squeeze the bottom left one. When you squeeze it, it makes like that balloon like sound. Okay. Now squeeze the bottom
Wow.
right.
Okay.
You squeeze the bottom right, and some text, New Times Roman, floats across the middle. It says, Aelin is the greatest.
Oh, that's
Wow.
delightful.
And one more. Okay, now
Okay.
take the middle one, squeeze that middle one. My voice comes out and says, Aelin is the greatest.
This is delightful.
You like it?
Yeah.
I spent our trek working on it.
Thank you. This is very nice.
I'm glad you like it.
The
I'll look over to
greatest-
Red.
The greatest what?
You know, and whatever she, whatever. Right? The
Everything?
greatest.
She couldn't possibly be the best at everything.
I mean, if she tried, I'm sure she could probably be the best at a lot of stuff.
Well,
She's already the best at punching doors off hinges. She's the best at swimming right now. She's the best at, she's probably the wisest out of all of us.
we go
when I
back
think
to
about
that first one.
Getting good prices on things.
it. Yep, good at that. What?
The punching the doors off of hinges.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I think we were trapped in a room, weren't we, at one point? No, we weren't
Well,
trapped. We were trying
we-
to get in a
we-
room that we knew was bad. We
Right.
knew it was bad before we went in, and she punched the doors off the hinges to get in it.
Magic.
She has
Well,
that berserker
physical
strength
magic.
and morale sometimes, you know what I mean?
That is quite impressive.
Thank you. I really owe it all to my god,
Your god being
Valkyr.
Valkyr. He imbues you with strength.
Yes.
Well, she can't be that bad.
I don't think I think she's the greatest.
Her god must favor her to give her such strength.
Valkyr, yeah, he's I suppose so. My father's really into Valkyr too, so he's probably a pretty good guy.
Related.
He's the best, if I do say so myself.
You said related.
No, pretty into Valkyr. Not really.
Uh,
I've seen him in a while.
You serve this Valkyr as well.
No, I'm not really the worshipy type.
You don't look like the type. And there's no shot that you do.
What makes you say that?
Do you?
Did Sarv say there's no shot he does?
Yes.
That's not Skibbity.
shot.
Skibbity.
It's not cash money.
Thanks, everybody.
He's capping. He's capping. No. He's capping.
No cap. All right.
No, I mean, the Valkyr has always been an important part of my life, but I feel there may be perhaps a disconnection. I don't know. It's something I'm trying to work through right now. I mean, Aelin, you speak to Valkyr
In my heart,
sometimes.
absolutely.
Does he speak back to you?
I feel like his presence with me, yeah, like when I wanted to get down that door, I felt him. Like he was right there next to me.
That was pretty evident. Do you feel that he's ever like leading you into a place you didn't expect? Perhaps asking you of something that you wouldn't think to normally do? Or
No.
have you ever felt conflicted?
No. No.
You know, I don't know why I'm just piecing it together, but how exactly do you shoot beams and throw up insects again?
Match.
Excuse me.
Frankly, it has brought me to that same question myself of I don't know, I devoted myself to Valkyr, but I feel that I'm not entirely sure that Valkyr has my best interest in his mind.
I can pray for you if you want with him.
if you feel that would help, if it gives me some sort of answer.
Sure.
Valkyr's who gives you your strength as well, such as Aelin, yes?
I think so.
Oh, you're not sure.
That's kind of weird. If you're not faithful to these guys, don't they take your stuff or something?
Our magic seems so different.
Different, yeah.
So, have you ever felt compelled after defeating an enemy to doing something horrible to them?
Wait, what?
I mean, no, I do tend to search their bodies for Like pickpocket, but
What kind of
I wouldn't say
harm are we
that's
talking?
terrible.
Oh, I seem that I feel a hunger.
A hunger?
Oh
A
shit!
hunger.
That isn't Valkyr.
How can you be sure?
Valkyr does not get hungry.
He doesn't make me hungry to eat them?
No, not so much to eat. No, it's.
I thought that's what he meant.
That's what I have never once felt like I wanted to.
No, I don't.
eat one of
No,
them.
no, I don't.
Our
I don't
tribe
mean to
eats
make.
our kill all the time.
No, I don't mean to make that
Perfectly
kind
natural.
of that kind of hunger, but like a spiritual consumption. Maybe I don't know. It's
What would be spiritual about a
I don't know.
corpse like a soul? That's
perhaps it.
Eated soul?
I'm pretty sure that souls are real, based on all the magics and what and the god stuff is there. But is that what you think?
I mean, they do have a weight of 3 ounces, but
How do you knows the weight of the soul has a mathematical weight?
I read it in a book somewhere. I read it in a book.
Oh,
Somebody actually did do tests for that. It was I don't know. I feel it's something I may have to meditate on, or I don't know. It just feels so different, so disconnected from what I thought Valkyr would have wanted me to do.
So you acquired your powers from worshipping this Valkyr.
Yes, there was an ordeal that my family and other members of my society went through to devote ourselves to our god Valkyr, and that's where we usually acquired our talents. I went through this ordeal on my own.
You sure that
Admittedly,
was-
that may have been not in my best interest, but
are you sure that was Valkyr?
Yeah, maybe it's
What do you-
someone else
I mean-
that's.
Yeah, what's Valkyr look like? I don't even know how do you tell you're like got the same god?
I have never seen his face.
I thought he like had a war hammer or something or some mallet. I've only read about him. I don't remember any descriptions. Either way, I'm not afraid of your new stuff or anything, but
I don't have the answer yet.
you might want to talk to him. Actually, he knows about that weird stuff.
I just know, there's like fisher gods and sailor gods and stuff.
So he knows all
It's-
about him. He might be able to
I don't know. It's like
puzzle it together.
Ishtia, something like that. Ishtia, something like that. I don't know. I didn't really pay that much attention to it. But they're a thing. Sailors worship them.
It
Preyed
is
on and
strange
stuff.
to vomit a collection of insects that you did not first already ingest.
That is strange.
It was a surprise to me as well.
Strange to
Is
everybody.
Valkyr not some god of the waters?
Yes.
And
I haven't seen you do like lightning, thundery, like I do. Oh.
I've been thinking of a lightning
for you.
type
I'm
thing.
gonna like, as of right, like in my mind right now, I'm like, Valkyr, are you like? I feel like you're not his god, and he thinks you're his god. Like, is this like a mistaken identity thing going on right now? I know you're my god. Don't even worry about that. But.
God. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. I think it's going to take some meditation and some. We'll just have to see what happens.
Well, I wish you all the luck with that, but it sounds like a journey that I cannot accompany you on.
True, man.
Thank you for your attention. You've been
Thanks
most
for coming to
helpful.
my TED Talk.
In my head, I'm still like Valkyr, like.
This has
I
been
love
helpful,
you.
but it doesn't entirely answer the question. But at least it's progress. Thank you.
You may be able to help him out with that. If you're close to Valkyr. Maybe if you do a little Valkyr, is he one of us? I don't know. Oh, you're doing it
That's what
now.
I'm doing right now.
Oh,
I mean, I think my stuff comes from a darker place, if you will, just from the facts and sensation and the people looking for me. But, it's up to you what you do with your gifts.
Great way, yeah.
maybe throw in red too while you're doing it. Let's do it 2 for
You
1.
know, you know.
2 for
This
1.
is a large world that we reside in. There's, I believe this is one of your sayings, more ways than one to skin a lobster, yes?
I really like lobster.
Very well.
I'll be honest.
Oh, so delicious, succulent.
I like cod wine, lobster wine,
Claw wine.
lobsters themselves.
What about the cheddar biscuits with the lobster?
I could go for a cheddar biscuit.
You know, from the bay.
I'll be honest.
That's right.
The Sword Coast, the only place that Red Lobster is still operating.
Come down today for your.
Get your endless cheddar biscuits. He says, this world is large, and I'm sure your powers, it's not always what or whom bestows your abilities, but how you put them to use.
I will keep that in mind and do my best to use what's right for the team and all of us.
I believe in you, Google.
It's nice to have your landlord praying for you.
He's so. Because they bunk together. I get it.
It wasn't.
It's just
Facetious. It was
Yeah, you
What's
weren't
out of room?
like sky's green. I mean blue. Grass is green.
just stating stuff. Yeah, I get it.
Kugel, speaking of that, I think that I'm gonna.
Need you to pay rent.
Need your...
I think eventually.
Oh, Valkyr. You turned down my rent just a little.
I think eventually I'm gonna want to try and build onto the house, make it bigger for us. All this money, you know.
By all means.
You have to pay a little more.
Must
for
check,
No,
check with
no.
your HOA before you...
That's right. That's right.
In case if we have company, so that people don't have to like sleep on the couch, they'll have an additional room.
May need to pull some permits at the city hall. See
Probably.
if
That's a
you
good.
can-
That's a great call out. Thank you.
You'll have a good relationship with the
A lot
guys.
of swing there. A lot
Yeah.
of swing.
We have a good relationship with some of them. Other people
You
in
got
there,
the council. You got the whole chain. No problem. No problem.
We're good with half of the admin.
I think I may be able to help myself with that a little bit, actually.
Who with
I'll just have to know
who with
they go,
always
I'm going
watching
in.
with
Exactly.
her.
Yeah. I can. I think I can sway her my way.
I
A little bit of magic.
don't know. She's-
With a little bit of magic. With a
Seems
little
like-
bit of
It
subterfuge.
seems like magic. She's probably shielded too with her iron will.
Probably.
There's a permanent zone of truth.
Yeah, just bounces right off her.
Freaking Erdle.
Now, what's Erdle's assistant or whatever? I feel like
Yeah,
we're
she.
in with her.
Yeah, that's yeah. Yeah.
All right. Anything else anybody's wanting to do or discuss before you try to sleep?
I'm just gonna like kind of sit by the fire and carve on my staff just a little bit, swat at some mosquitoes every once in a while, and scratch my back.
Okay. Are y'all doing? Anybody doing any kind of watch or anything?
I will spend 10 minutes setting up some sort of alarm system. But I don't know which one to use this time. I'm gonna make it to where if something comes in within this 20-foot sphere, it just starts yelling, "Hey, wake up! Hey, wake up! Hey!" Like just over and over until I stop it.
Okay.
Fantastic.
All of you are able to drift off to sleep. And just for the sake of time, once again, you're able to benefit from long rest. I don't think anybody really used anything, so
Nope.
Another good night's sleep, and you are awakened in the morning with the sun rising up, kind of shining through the trees. Colt, the way your tent is oriented, there's like a perfect little beam of light from the sun that's poking through the trees, through the foliage, and just like right in your eye. And as soon as that sun just rises up to the perfect height, you are awoken.
Right in the face, really? Sky God, Valkyr, whoever. I'll rub my eyes and get up. I had a 2-person tent. Did anyone else use my tent? Or was it just me?
I would have been in someone's tent.
Yeah, I believe
set up a tent.
y'all have two-person tents. So, I believe last time it was Kugal and Aelin in a tent, and Red and Colt in a tent.
Oh,
I
perfect.
think it was.
I tend to
either
hammock.
it was us,
I tend to hammock up.
Okay, so you'd have been in the hammock. So one of you's in a solo tent.
Who wants a solo tent? I'm about to harass whoever didn't.
I'm a girl, so I'll say that I was in the solo tent.
Okay.
I wake up and I'll look at who's right next to me. It's good old Red. Red! Hey, good man, good morning. I'll start rubbing his shoulder, shaking him a
Just
little
like faced away from me, my eyes just like.
bit. Sun's beaming in, demanding we get up, Red. It's time to get moving.
Okay, well, all right. You first.
Yeah, let me get some food. Here, you want some granola bars? I got like 5 more.
Nature's
Chaser
Valley.
Valley. Great. I love granola bars.
She probably spreads her armor all out and like the exact
Yeah.
layout of a person with a body right next to her though.
It's like perfectly aligned. Yeah. Kugal, you are awoken by the sound coming out of
Yeah, I'm loud. I'm loud in the morning.
tents here.
Be a morning person.
Yeah, right. You make out some coffee.
When you awake, you see that the lizard folk, they're already like up and about, and they have some food actually cooking over the fire. And they kind of hear the bustling going on inside the tents, and you hear Sarov yell out, "We have fish here if anyone would like."
Oh, that's been more.
Mind if I
I'll
do?
take some cooked fish.
No bars this morning. We'll save them for the road, Red. I'll hop out of the tent, grab my pack. I'm not going to armor up yet because we're comfy.
And I can make them taste good if they don't taste good.
Oh, season them up. That's right.
Magic seasoning.
Sorry, if you do anything to fish, you just roast them, or
It's real but fake, but real.
if you trick my brain, it's all the same to me, I suppose.
That's right.
I'm no stranger to a raw fish from now and then, but these ones are cooked.
Perfect. All right. Aelin and Kugal, y'all up? Hey, fish? Yeah.
Fish.
Do you like fish? Do you want it to taste like fish? It can taste like chicken.
No, but can you salt and pepper it a bit? Thank you.
Yeah. Chop, chop.
Like each snap is like a dash.
Yeah.
Salt and pepper.
Whoa. Too much. Playing off a little bit.
It's like
This is
the
phenomenal.
Olive Garden with the cheese.
Yeah. Say
You
when.
say when.
You didn't say when. You didn't say when.
I will enjoy some Redimir spice fish.
Okay. And it doesn't take long for you all to kind of get everything broken down, packed up, and back on the trail. Aelin, are you still leading the party today, or is anybody else wanting
Does
to lead
anyone else
the...
want to lead today?
I'll go out in front.
Okay.
Here's the stick.
The stick was broken.
Yeah, it's
No,
just
this
a
is
pe-
the
it's just
regular
a,
one that I found.
like
Oh,
a
well, I have my staff. I can.
I'll keep my own stick.
okay.
You can still.
I mean,
poke.
I'll take both sticks.
No, it's okay. I can take my own stick. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
But is it okay?
It's fine. It's okay.
You begin your travel day, and I'm actually not going to have y'all roll any survival checks because it only takes about an hour, and you are at the edge of the marshes, and now the terrain is turning back into a much more familiar, less ominous terrain.
Goodness.
The trees and the swamps behind you now give way more to kind of open fields and kind of hilly landscapes. And some areas are much larger, kind of mountainous areas, probably a few 100 feet high, one of which kind of dominates the skyline in the distance. But you're no longer having to wade through muck and mud and less worried about bog pits. What are we all doing once we kind of reach this?
I let my sick down.
Okay.
I no longer need it.
Okay.
Oh, it's nice to be out of those marshes.
No.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna like
Kidding.
snap my feet and get like dirt on them. Like, bottom of my robe. Like,
Yeah, you all see this kind of dirt, muck, and mud just kind of disappearing.
A little bit cooler. Still got that ocean breeze. No more bugs.
I'm gonna kind of just rub my boots off on some rock that I find to try to get the,
yeah.
the
Need
crud
some,
off of them.
need some help over there?
Nah, they're better.
Me.
Yeah, locked and loaded.
And just seasoned with leather. It's all good.
I can't wait to sleep in a real bed
Oh,
soon.
God.
It's gonna be great.
Just being out of the swamp, period. I mean, this
Sure.
armor, and I'll pat my chest and look down and realize I didn't put my armor on. And I'll, oh shit. And I push in my chest and, oh, all right. I'm sorry. But, yeah.
So you didn't leave it.
He's gonna go back for his own.
It was already hot. I wasn't even wearing my suit.
Yeah. Thank goodness.
My balls is hot.
Thank goodness. Out of the swamp.
So continuing on, you continue traveling for another 3.5, maybe 4 hours, and you come to the river crossing there, just a couple hours north of Saltmarsh. You're not in the exact same spot that you crossed through before, so you don't see this kind of hodgepodge rope bridge across it. Now you could go west or east and try and find it, but in front of you right now is probably about a 60-foot long, 60-foot wide river, which narrows the further east you go.
Is it like fast moving?
It's not like rapids, but it's also not extremely like calm. Like it's not a lazy river.
So you said it's 60 across. Is it very high up? Like how high from?
Like how deep
high?
is it?
Yeah. Above the water.
It's no, like you pretty much walk up to it. You could step into the water. Yeah.
So it's like right.
Yeah, it's not like a cliff or anything like that.
Do we need to caulk the wagon and like try and get it across?
Oh, we
Do
had a
we try
wagon.
and float it?
We would
Wagon.
consider that, but we don't have a wagon. However, shall we cross this river?
Didn't you say you
Only-
had some stuff?
Well, no, I was making it funny. We talked about this. You don't remember?
Yeah, someone has some magic.
I can
a water
make us
walk.
all be able to walk on it
Yeah,
for
that.
an hour.
That would be much preferable to trying to swim.
I gotcha.
If it doesn't work or something happens, I can make us breathe in water, I think. I've been kind of running through my mind on some stuff.
I cast Water Walk. And as long as we are all willing, it's 10 creatures that I can cast it on.
Okay, so 7 is with your caravan being 7 people. You've got more than enough there. How is it that you're casting this? Do you kind of like do a little prayer, or are you actually like doing a jutsu and
Or everybody holds
Jutsu.
hands. And it just
casting water?
flows through everyone.
Yeah.
You have to walk up
What
to
does it-
slap each
what does
person.
what does it look like when you cast this?
It's not needed, it's just fun.
Yeah. This has nothing to do with the spell.
I hold my little pendant that I just got,
Oh,
and with my other one in my hand, and I press the thing that says like, "Aelin is awesome" or whatever it says.
the voice one. There's 3 effects.
Yeah, the voice one.
Aelin is the greatest.
Aelin
It's
is-
like a yak back.
Yeah, and I'm like, I am the greatest, and I just pray to it. And I'm like, okay, you're good.
You hear this. Is it in your voice?
That's my exact
Yeah.
voice that I said.
You hear Colt say, "Aelin is the greatest."
She is.
And you look over her and you see her kind of grabbing onto her pendant and this gift that Colt had given to her, this trinket.
Her Aelin is the best. That's what it says.
Aelin is the best. And then you see her just kind of lower her head just a bit. And you all feel this this just small surge of just energy that kind of envelops you. Almost like when you like like when you see something, you get excited about it and you can't really help it. It's just like a brief moment of just that. And then it kind of fades away.
Fascinating.
All right, we got an hour.
That was it, huh? I'll walk up to the riverside and I'll
kinda...
put my foot out and just tap the water. Does my foot go with it?
Yeah,
Just start off?
So it's an odd sensation because it's not like walking on a street, but it's also not like walking through, mud or like stepping onto like a raft or a buoy. Like there's about 2 inches of give when you put your foot in, because at first when you're just tapping the water, it kind of just splish splashes. When you put weight on it, you feel your foot kind of sink in a little bit, but then it like the force kind of equalizes, and that's just with your 1 foot out there.
A fun fact for all you guys. So it's liquid, such kind of surface, so like water, acid, mud, snow, quicksand, or lava. You can walk across.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
Fascinating.
all right.
That's impressive.
Curious about the lava. I'm a little, not just my foot's like 2 inches in the water. So it'd be coating my foot in 2 inches of lava still, or is it?
So if it's molten lava, then you could still get harmed. But you wouldn't sink in it.
Oh. Just a hot feet.
Oh,
It's like
that's
crossing,
great.
crossing one of those cold traps
Exactly.
they do.
I'll just get burned to death.
Looking
but
back
not
at
in
Sarv, you look down, he's barefoot.
it. Yeah.
Oh,
I will do my best to avoid the lava.
I step
Me
out in the
too.
water. Step out like 3 feet.
Yeah, you fully commit, and once you do, yeah, it's only about like an inch of water that fully comes up, and it's like walking on like the most stretched out kind of tense trampoline that you could. You can't like bounce on it, but when you step, you can feel your foot kind of give a bit, but then again kind of equalize. But you're able to just walk out, and all of you see Colt, the hero of Saltmarsh, walk on water.
If we had a camera, or a way to paint this
Man.
really quickly.
This is some neat magic. I guess we're good.
So Colt the Divine, hero of Saltmarsh.
I'm walking halfway across.
I walk.
Yeah, Sarv has to almost kind of coax his 2 guards out onto the water with him. But eventually you are all walking, no issue, across the water. And after about a minute, you find yourselves on the other shore. I can honestly say I did not ever think that I would walk on water. That is quite impressive.
Thank you.
Get your Colt aid and you can walk on water.
Colt aid?
Yeah, it's like a drink, like Colt aid,
I don't get it.
but it makes you walk on water. It's so good. Like a figure of speech.
Okay.
Yes.
But we're going to make money
He's
off your
told
face.
me lots of these figures of speech.
And we'll slap your face on it and we'll make money off.
Oh, that's what you're doing again.
Merchandising.
Yes. We'll slap his face and sell it.
Yes, well, we'll like put an image of it on some drink, like on a bottle.
When does this slapping occur?
Never. We don't do slapping. We do not do the slapping.
Poor phrasing. We will copy his face onto paper and then slap the paper onto a bottle.
I don't believe slapping him with paper would
No,
do anything.
no, you have to pay for that. Can't harm the mug. That's the money.
Soskin's truly
This is
strange.
this is the moneymaker.
Why are you always so weird?
Hey, these adventures cost money, right? Yeah, somebody's got to pay for them. and it's your name, image, and likeness that's gonna do it.
We need to. We're gonna just come on. We're almost to the council. That's the first place we're going. We just go to the council.
So Kugal's gonna go around and get on the bridge.
Like, I think the bridge is fine, guys. And
I'm gonna jump up and down a couple of times.
Well, so there wasn't any bridge that you could see.
Oh, I
Yeah,
misunderstood.
yeah, no, it was, yeah, it like you knew that the bridge was there somewhere. It was probably further east.
I misheard you.
Yeah, no. So you walk across the water as well?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
It's like I'm on an imaginary bridge, y'all. Screw that up.
I just pictured like Chris Farley, like Tommy Boy style, like jumping on something like, yeah.
Love it.
So
Let's do
the journey continues south, and after about another 30 minutes, you actually find yourselves back on a road. It's the first road you've seen in probably 4 days, 5 days.
Very
Yes,
grateful
a
to see it.
road. And I like get on like all
Just gotta hook and
We've
follow
made it.
south. We're there.
The road is familiar. It definitely looks like the primary road.
Salted.
The Salt
the,
Road
the salt road.
on the Iron Islands. And for the first time, you're not having to worry about anything sinking out from under you or jumping out of the trees. And with it now being kind of late morning, you actually now are passing a few just travelers along the way. Nobody really seems to stop and interact with you or anything like that. It's just kind of like driving down the highway, unless anyone wants to stop somebody and say anything to them.
That was common courtesies. Hello. Morning.
Is
Nice
anybody
weather.
reacting to the lizard folk with us?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure. Get the freaks with us.
Yeah. So the first few people that you pass by without really, addressing, they take kind of a wide berth around you. A couple of which actually stepping off the road completely and just looking, because you know that lizard folk have been considered extremely dangerous for quite a while. So, it's unclear if, they don't look like your prisoners. There's 3 of them. There's not a huge difference in number, and nobody's in handcuffs, and they still have weapons. So you see one group of people walking past you. Looks like a family that has a couple of children, and they actually kind of steer their children away from you.
We didn't think of this, did we?
But think of what? This town is great. You see how much room they're giving us? Thank you.
They're scared in a whisper. They're scared of our friends here.
What
But
makes you
they're-
say that?
They're avoiding us.
No, there's just 7 of us. This is making a lot of room, right?
No, they're walking away from
No.
us on this side. They're
Why would they? Now turn back. Why would they?
remember? They're scary people. Not really, but
Oh, because they're strangers. They don't know them yet.
correct. Ignorance.
That makes sense.
Ignorance is the right word.
Well, as soon as we get to the council, that'll clear everything up.
Should we say like they're with us? Maybe we should walk behind them too, or some of us. I don't know.
No, it's
I'll
just we're
walk
doing it.
next to them. At least next to Sora.
Okay.
Because I know him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you kind of fall back with the lizard folk.
Yeah.
And this continues on, and there's a couple of people that almost give you kind of like dirty looks, and then there's a few people that just look like they couldn't care less.
The people
that
that
you're
give
walking.
us dirty looks, I should be like,
I'm just gonna kind of like small talk, and I'll kind of point out some of the little local stuff around there. So like, so and so like fell out of that apple tree like a couple months ago.
Johnny fell off the apple tree.
Yeah, and like this farm over here does awesome potatoes at the end of the season, that kind of thing. I'll
Okay.
give them a little
You'd be in the tour guide.
a little sightseeing.
Yeah. Okay. And another couple hours go by, and in the distance, far in the distance, you can't even see the town yet, but you can see signs of it. So small little plumes of smoke kind of raising up over the horizon. And as you're continuing down the trail here, you're noticing kind of more and more people until in the distance you can see what looks like a caravan of people of sorts that looks like they've kind of set up on the side of the road. So there's, a couple of wagons, some horses, and there's kind of like a little rocky outcropping, and you can see that, there are sleeping bags put out and people kind of sitting up on the rocks, as well as kind of on the ground as well, on either side of the road, and a table set up with some food that people look to kind of be snacking on.
Are they like adventurers or like traveling? Are they selling stuff?
Yeah.
I got money. I'm trying to spend.
It doesn't look like a shop or anything like that. It looks like a group of like travelers or something like that.
Do they look desperate, like refugees, or like?
Make a perception check. Really concentrate on that. 5. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say. It doesn't look like they're in any kind of, like, from a distance, it doesn't look like they're helpless or anything like that.
From a distance.
From a distance.
This is new, right?
Yes.
Are Ayla and I familiar with like big old caravans setting up like this outside of town for X reason? Or is this something
I wouldn't
brand
say
new?
it's a big caravan. It's probably a grand total of, I mean, it's hard to say from, 100 feet out or so, but, just offhand, you can see about 5 or 6 people.
Oh, so
It's
that
not
big.
like a
So
whole
it's not like a circus.
No.
Are
I
there,
was hoping it was a circus.
are there 2 gnomes, a dwarf, a half-elf, and a tabaxi with them?
No, unfortunately not. No tabaxi. But as you get closer, you can kind of see they look like they've just kind of camped out in this area here. But they do seem like they've taken, like, you can tell they've taken notice of the 3 lizard folk that you're kind of walking with. And you see a couple of them kind of stand up, like they're kind of like looking like, what the hell is going on?
I'm actually equally interested in them.
Same.
Are we close to them at all?
I'd say as of this point, you're probably about 50 feet out.
Okay. I give a hand, like always, and give a hello. It's kind of odd seeing as I'm talking. I'm walking closer. Kind of odd seeing folks camped outside the gates. Do y'all not want to go inside?
One of them stands up, and it's kind of a gruff, burly man. He's got kind of a 10 p.m. shadow, going on, and kind of this dirty, blondish, kind of reddish hair that's kind of swept to the side. And he looks and says, "It's not very often you see people just walking around with, lizards walking around on 2 feet."
Well, these are lizard folk, not lizards.
3 envoys of peace for some council business. It's a bit odd, I know, but good intentions. But still, why? I mean, it's much nicer in town. Why here? If you don't mind me asking.
Fair question. We were looking for that one.
Oh, Red?
What?
They're looking for me.
Who do these
What
people
for?
are? Yeah.
You're Tovenar, right?
Ooh. It's go time. It's go time.
Who's Tovin?
We will
I'll
form a shield circle around our friend.
He says,
All
a
right,
lot of
it's-
people looking for this one. We, make a history check too, by the
You
way.
got it.
Glaive extends. And
16.
16?
I can roll as if I need to roll better than a 16.
Yeah, I'd say that's sufficient.
All right.
You recognize two of them as part of the group of people that seem to recognize you on the road to the mansion. And you can see a few other people kind of start to stand up from this caravan. And this person continues. It's quite the reward for bringing you in.
I'll say in kind of a whisper. They were on the road to the mansion.
Oh, I saw them double take at you before. And how many? There's 6 of them?
That you can see right now, yeah.
All right, I'm going to try to butt in. I will butt in. And
I butt in.
I step forward a little bit and I'll say, look, I don't know if you're after some bounty or something, but Red is kind of critical to what we're doing here. I don't want to fight. None of us want to fight. I don't know what you're here for necessarily, but if you're looking for money, there's tons of other ways to do it.
Not this kind of money.
Are we
You know
allowed
any
to-
other bounties that are offering 2,000
Well, they're
gold for
here
a
to-
head?
2,000? You're worth 2,000 gold, Red?
You're welcome.
What did you do?
It's just who I am.
What? No?
I get a...
We'd prefer not to fight either, so let your friend come with us here and we'll be on our way.
I got a scorching ray ready to go.
Red, did you want to go with these people?
Oh, I
Clearly
don't-
not. My friend doesn't want to go with you.
All right. Well, I mean, yeah, Red's. It looks
So,
like bounty or
3.
not. I don't know. I mean, I'll be honest with you. There's if you got people ready to ambush, you need to call them now. But we're kind of dangerous.
Bless you. Bless you.
I'm allergic to bullshit. I'm sorry.
He says, that's why I've called in a few friends. And you see a few more people kind of emerge from the rocks and the trees around you. The way I see it, I'm not leaving here without him. And if I gotta kill the rest of you to do it, we will. That's why we brought this one. And you see kind of standing up on top of this outcropping is a pale human figure in these kind of darker, like not quite black robes. The hood is up, and it is kind of hard to make out distinct features outside of this just being a robed person with just this kind of pale complexion.
Does this guy look like the guy that ambushed us at the camp?
No.
Okay.
That
Is it
that
an
one thing is for certain.
undead?
The one that ambushed you in the camps definitely looked otherworldly. This looks like there's nothing ethereal or this looks like just some creepy person.
How many people are we seeing so far? Just as a...
Yeah, just with a quick kind of look around, about 6 people.
Well, am I allowed to kill them? I feel like we're just now rebuilding our
Wait,
relationship.
hold on. At
The
least,
answer is yes.
at least, who's offering this bounty? Do you?
That's not of your concern.
Okay, we'll find out the other way. Leave one alive. You know, my helmet. I'll just get in a stance.
Okay, and with that, I'm not going to start us in combat 15 minutes before the end of our session. So we're going to go ahead and call it a little early here. But yeah, it's going down. Next
Have a
time.
little,
For
little,
real.
little killing and interrogation next session.
Red's always bringing the bad guys.
What did you do?
Yeah. Can't help it.
What'd you do?
We're gonna have a talk about this in a minute.
He's worth 2,000 G's, man.
It's part of my personality.
That's a big reward.
That is a fat reward.
A lot of money.
Unfortunately, there are no swindler downshift people in this group. No rogues, no bounty hunters. We're all fairly good people. So you're okay with us, Red.
And I mean, it sounds like they want you alive.
It's true. Well, too bad.
Messed up. They messed up. We're about to get beaten by level 5s.
That's all right.
We're level 5 now. So yeah, great job, y'all. Great session. No combat this session. I thought there was going to be, but we had some really great role play actually in the traveling and everything. So that was awesome. That was a fun session for me.
I've used 3 of my tankerings permanently for your pendant.
Hey.
I got 5 available, but 3 are now on lockdown.
Well, if you need them eventually, just let me know. You'll just have to eventually make
The pendant's way
something
more
else.
worth it. It's way funnier and cooler.
You're going to treasure this thing
It's adorable. Oh no, I love it.
campaign long.
I don't want to let on how much I love it, but I love it.
You're like collecting all the trinkets. You've got the Nathan
am.
trinket, and
I
you've got a cult trinket.
You should have made
I
one
love
make
it.
like a screaming goat sound or something. That would like
Yeah.
I could do that. I got 2 more. Give you a rock that just makes the sound. I want to scream it.
Well, with that being said, I guess we'll go ahead and wrap it up here this evening. I'm glad that the weather didn't affect us, didn't really hitch us up, because that would have been a bummer. So thank you all so much for watching. We'll be back next Friday for our Phandelver campaign, which we're starting to get, I feel like, into some meat and potatoes.
I mean, they kind of travel straight to the meat and potatoes everywhere they go.
We
And then they like side dishes at the end.
Yeah, we're kind of Metal Gear Soliding our way through, but you know, it's how the Sword Coast barbers do things.
Pretty sure there's gonna be some castle exploration next time, just to see if we, there's a couple money items maybe laying around or whatever.
We killed a doppelganger and possibly committed war crimes.
Oh yeah, you lock the doors, throw the fire in, let
The
everything.
grease and the fire. Grease fire. That's worse than just being on fire.
It is. That's exactly what y'all did.
Sorry. Forgive us. I'll
I mean,
have regrets when I'm dead.
However you get this business done, whatever works.
That being said, thank you all again for watching. If you enjoyed this session, give us a like, subscribe if you want to support the channel. We've got some other cool stuff coming down the pipeline. Spelljammer is going to be coming. The
dragons are coming.
We'll see. Yeah.
They're on the way.
They're on the way. So until next week, we will. I don't know. I always say like until next week, and then I don't know what to say. So I'll just say we'll see you next time.
Hey.
All right.
Bye.
Thank you.